can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Bringing it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Oklahoma's offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that run the football, be physical. It all started there.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's going to run it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop, we get the offense the ball back in great field position, a great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing third and long. Wants to throw. It's Arnold trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. We'll start the quarter offense about to snap it on second down. The give to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come...
Oh, look out. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And the Sooners are threatening on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Arnold. And they They get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe he's sneaking a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Burton. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hunter. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. They'll immediately call timeout. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
And they got him for the sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Burks. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Alchuk. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. To the air. It's Arnold. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting post possession.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Quick completion on the out route.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They go to the ground. Running with power. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A tough 3rd down spot here. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Auburn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Finds his man. It's Alchuk. At midfield, he's got room. Running toward the tape. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Can't quite cross the plane to get to 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Slips one guy, now he's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big game. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
To throw, it's Thorne. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Burton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They want to just keep throwing. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. On the move, it's Ocha. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do now?
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over. In the 2-minute situation, get a few first downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Defense not showing press coverage. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the offense gets the ball back. The clock hits 0, and the O will also take the loss. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to